Here we have a 2014 on a 14 registration Mercedes-Benz Tourismo 49-seat executive coach. This is one of a choice of 7 ex-Alfa Travel Turismos that were selling on behalf of Grange Travel down in Kent. The last of Alfa's Euro 5s. Bodywork wise, vehicle, this particular one is in fairly good order on the offside. You know, all they've literally done is come here and remove the Alfa stickers, all the transfers. That's it. You know, as I said, this one offside seems to be in good order. We've got a power operated centre continental door, and while I'm at it, one of the big pluses on a Tourismo for me is this lovely wide continental entrance and exit. So, you know, we're on, just use a Plaxton as an example, it's quite narrow and steep. This really doesn't have much more, isn't much more steep than the front entrance. You can also see the little white flap there, that's for the onboard vacuum. I have checked and the box is in that locker right there, so it is on board. Business end, Blue Tech 5 Mercedes-Benz engine, that's driven through Mercedes' own 8-speed power shift automated gearbox, which was always the preference for Alfa, as they found it was just better on fuel than ZF automatic, and also they did tend as much as possible to keep one driver to one vehicle, which also will have helped. Near side again, can't see anything to worry about. A lot of people would probably give these a lick of paint anyway. This cream isn't everybody's cup of tea. One thing about the Tourismo, even on a 12 metre, you've got a good amount of luggage space. You know, you're not going to struggle with all that, are you? And as we jump on board, standard Alfa interior, 49 reclining seats finishing this blue maquette. 3-point seat belts are fitted, as is sideways movement. See, they're just, those are the ones I fasten across for the photograph, so that you can see that demonstrates that. Also trays to the seat backs. Seats are all in good order. You've got to remember that these vehicles, other than possibly the odd bit of rail replacement over the winter, have done adult tours of predominantly senior citizens. So, you know, the biggest problem these interiors will have had will be half a dozen Werther's original papers on the floor, you know. The thing with the 3-point seat belts I've started to notice on a lot of Turismos is that they have height adjust on them. So pull that out and lift it up. So if you've got, I always find 3-point seat belts are difficult with smaller children, particularly sort of reception, year 1, that sort of class, because, well, they neck them. So at least with that, they can all be lowered to be more comfortable for smaller kids. You got a centre sunken toilet fitted with hot drinks facility on top. One thing you will not find on an Alfa vehicle is monitors for a DVD player. Obviously, when you're taking old dears down to Eastbourne and Bournemouth, they don't want to watch the latest Fast and Furious, do they? Carpet to the aisle, fully air conditioned, obviously. These will have been dealer maintained as well throughout the lives with Alfa. When they weren't dealer maintained, my little pal Steve McCammell looked after these, and again, that gives me confidence. Steve's a mobile technician up in the northwest, Volvo trained, highly recommended. To be honest, he can work on anything from something as complicated as one of these down to, you know, a Leyland Atlantean, and he knows what he's doing. Handy guy to know. This one's showing just short of 450,000 kilometres. I'm going to guess they're all very similar, mileage-wise. Don't have reverse cameras such, they have back watch. You might have noticed when we went round the little sensors in the bumper, just similar to what you have on your car, in all honesty, and obviously the beeps get louder and faster the closer you get to the obstruction. The little screen there is for Fleetboard, which is an online diagnostic system. It's still all wired for it. I think you just have to set up a subscription. Power shift gearbox we've mentioned. Fridge in the dashboard, standard. Crew seat. But all in all, you've got good clean vehicles that have not been raced or rallied. One careful lady driver from new, that sort of thing. Only really ever carried more senior members of society on UK coach holidays. You know, you won't go far wrong dropping one of these in your fleet. And if you don't really need Euro 6, you're getting a fairly youthful coach on a decent budget. So to recap, this is one of 7 2014 Mercedes-Benz Tourismo 49-seat executive coaches.